Good afternoon, the President, Dr. Ponchai Munkavinit, Your Excellencies, the Ambassadors of Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and Pakistan, honorable guests, distinguished faculty, fellow students, and friends. There is still a lot to be ashamed in the world today. Conflict is one of it. Today, we gather to celebrate the International Day of Peace, a day that calls us not just to dream or talk about peace, but to act for peace. Our theme this year is powerful. Act now for a peaceful world. And my chosen title challenges us even more directly. If not now, when? If not you, who? Peace is like oxygen. We only notice how much we need it when it's running out. Every news headline reminds us that conflicts, intolerance, and division are still very much alive in our world. Peace is the presence of justice, equality, and respect. Peace is that quiet assurance that our sisters can go to school safely, that our brothers can walk home without fear, that our parents can sleep without worrying about tomorrow. But here is the tricky part. Peace doesn't fall from the sky like rain. It is planted, watered, and cultivated by people, ordinary people like you and me. So let me ask you, if not now, when? When will we stop waiting for the perfect time to build bridges instead of walls? When will we stop scrolling past injustice as though it is someone else's problem? When will we stop saying someday and instead say today is the day? History has shown us that waiting too long often comes at a painful cost. Thinking of climate change, racial inequality, gender-based violence, problems that fester when silence and delay become the norm. Waiting has never solved anything. Action has. And if not you, who? Too often we think peace is the job of presidents, diplomats, or the United Nations. But peace begins much closer, in our classrooms, in our WhatsApp groups, in our neighborhoods, and in our daily conversations. Peace begins when you choose dialogue over gossip, kindness over cruelty, understanding over judgment. Let me share something personal. Every time I hear of violence in communities, whether in Nigeria, where I come from, Nepal, Sudan, or right here in Southeast Asia, I wonder, what if the young people in those places had been taught to see each other not as rivals, but as teammates? What if one person, just one person, had chosen compassion over revenge? A single act of courage, a single voice of reason can change the course of history. Think of Malala Yousafzai, who decided that silence was not an option. Think of Wangari Maathai, who planted trees, and in doing so, planted hope. Think of Martin Luther King Jr., who dared to dream when others dared to doubt. They weren't superheroes. They were humans who simply refused to wait and refused to pass the responsibility to someone else. Friends, peace is not a faraway concept. It is here. It is now. It is in our hands. The question is, what will you do with it? If not now, when will you decide to forgive instead of holding a grudge? If not now, when will you speak up for that classmate being bullied? If not now, when will you use your talents, your studies, your voice to solve the problems around you? And if not you, who will lead the change? Who will change stereotypes, build friendships across cultures, or stand up for those who cannot stand up for themselves? Who will remind the world that peace is not negotiable? Like the air we breathe, it is essential. So as we mark this International Day of Peace, I urge you, don't wait for the world to be perfect before you start acting. Be the imperfect person who chooses to make a difference in an imperfect world. Because peace is not built tomorrow, peace is built today. And peace is not built by them. Peace is built by us. So let us leave this room with a simple but vital commitment to act now with courage, with compassion, and with conviction. For if not now, when? And if not you, who? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Obidike, for sharing with us